My name's Audrey. I'm 13 years old, and I've lived in Vermont almost my whole life. I love it here because I'm so close to the outdoors. It's like having another world right in my backyard, a world where I can go for a hike, or swim in a pond, or even just climb a tree. When I think of Vermont, I picture rolling hills and fall colors. I think of covered bridges with blankets of snow, and frozen rivers and maple syrup. I think of reading a book under a tree in the summer and playing pond hockey in the winter. Most of all, I think of peace and quiet in my home state.
What I don't think of are fighter jets screaming across the sky, sometimes twice every waking hour. Recently, Congress approved the placement of a fleet of F-35 jets at the Air Guard base in Burlington, Vermont. Once the jets are stationed, they will be taking off and landing at the airport up to 20 times a day. The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning can travel at about 1.6 times the speed of sound. It can carry up to 4 short and long-range missiles, as well as bombs in its internal weapon base. It is also being considered for nuclear weapons and lasers. The jets are equipped with electro-optical targeting systems and highly advanced communication systems.
It does air-to-air, it does air-to-ground, it does virtually everything. It's sort of like the Swiss Army knife of fighters.
While the F-35 is still being tested, it holds a lot of promise as the Air Force's future primary fighter jet.
I don't think anybody in charge of the program foresees major program disruptions.
Recently, the U.S. Air Force chose 3 possible locations for the first fleet of F-35s. One in Jacksonville, Florida, one in South Carolina, and one here in Burlington, Vermont. In the end, Burlington was the chosen location. The Air Guard base, located at the Burlington International Airport, was named the most environmentally friendly location, despite being the only one of the 3 locations surrounded by residential housing. There are about 1,500 children currently living in the F-35's noise zone. A noise zone is an area affected by an airport's plane noise. Stationing a fleet of F-35s at the Burlington Airport will extend the noise zone by at least a half a mile in all directions.
There are over 7,000 residences within the area that the Air Force says is not suitable for human residential use. 70% of the residential properties that are in Winooski, in the area that the Air Force says, if that plane is flying, they're not suitable for residential use.
The children living near the Burlington Airport go to local schools, which are also in the noise zone. F-35s would be taking off twice an hour during the day. This may expose kids to harmful levels of noise over 20 times a day. The F-35's noise level will hover around 72 decibels. 65 decibels is already considered to be harmful to hearing and learning. That extra 7 decibels will make matters worse. Because the decibel scale is logarithmic and not linear, an increase of about 10 decibels is considered nearly double the noise.
While I have no real qualms with having the Air National Guard, I appreciate what they do and I'm thankful that they're here. Just as a resident who lives right by them, it is very noisy and it can be kind of annoying, especially because I, for instance, work a lot of night shifts here, and if they're drilling during the day and I'm trying to sleep to get ready for work in the evening, it's very difficult to get back to sleep after the jets wake me up.
Local residents talk about kids needing noise orientation so they won't be scared by the jets. F-35s may bring a noise level so extreme it would not only make learning difficult, but would also give kids permanent hearing problems and impact their ability to learn. According to Dr. Wolfgang Babisch from the World Health Organization, the effect level for cognitive impairment in children due to aircraft noise in schools is lower than 65 decibels. Some Burlington residents living in the noise zone have expressed a desire to move out once the jets move in. However, this may be difficult. The property value of houses in the noise zone is anticipated to drop considerably, so many residents will have to continue to tolerate the harmful roar of the Joint Strike Fighter jets. The F-35 was accepted into Vermont after Lockheed Martin, the manufacturer of the jet, gave Vermont politicians generous campaign donations. However, not all Vermont lawmakers agree with the decision.
So between noise and safety, it just doesn't make any sense in a residential area.
The F-35s are here due to a decision made by Congress and the U.S. Air Force. Once the jets are stationed in Burlington, Vermont will be one of the first states to post the high-tech military planes, and this could create new jobs for residents of this area. However, it seems many people feel that the health and safety risks of the plane outweigh its benefits.
While they have been able to level off some of their problems, they still have software challenges, millions of lines of type that they still need to do, a whole bunch of flight testing that still needs to be done, and we're now 12 or 13 years into this program.
The F-35s are scheduled to arrive in Vermont by 2020. I'll be 19, but a lot of other kids will still be living and going to school in the noise zone. Hopefully by then, people will understand better what the effects of the jet are on kids' health and learning.
So, how did you hear about the F-35?
You told me like a few seconds ago.
As of now, many Vermonters haven't heard of the F-35, but they certainly will be hearing it soon.